Okay. All right. So we're rolling. Um, what's going on, y'all? For all of my folks, let me go ahead and correct mess with my camera a little bit here on YouTube. There we go. There we go. So I am live on Instagram. Is right in front of me. Hello, Instagram. And I got Facebook over here. Hello, Facebook. And then YouTube is over here. All right. So we are streaming on all three platforms here. So I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes here. Probably not even a couple. We're going to give y'all like 1 minute. All right. Because I try to start on time um, for Workout Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Um, let's see. I'll tell you, I missed the last two Wednesdays. I was on vacation, right? So I was out of town 1 week. And I thought I was gonna do a workout Wednesday, and then I was like, "Oh no, I'm going on vacation, and I didn't want to do it." So then I come back, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm back in town. I'm ready to roll." And then I was tired. So that's two Wednesdays in a row. I missed it. Oh my gosh! Hi, JoJo. So that's why I haven't been here the last two Wednesdays. But anyway, I'm back. So the first workout Wednesday I did a few weeks back, it was on strength training and immunity. You can still check that out. It's posted to YouTube. It's posted to IGTV. It's posted to Facebook. Also, the second workout Wednesday we did, it was on what was it on? It was on the afterburn effect. Okay, how you burn calories after you work out and all that good stuff. So that one is also still up. Okay, but it is shoot. It's 7:04. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. For any of y'all who've seen either my live videos or you watch some of the replays, you know I like to get straight to the point, and we go over three topics, 3 points on my topic. We have a Q&A, and then we're done. So, but if this is your first time, let's go ahead and introduce it. Yes. What's up, y'all? Charles Austin, and we're going to be doing Workout Wednesday here. And again, if you see me looking all around, that's because I'm on three different platforms, right? So, what we do here on Workout Wednesday, we discuss a topic that is related to exercise, fitness, and your health. Okay. So, we're not doing a workout. So, if anybody's thinking, oh, yeah, we're getting ready to do a workout, no, it's not a workout. It's related to when you work out and some of the things you should be doing. So, um, today we're going to be talking about fitness and weight loss. Okay, so some of the stuff we talk about, maybe you've heard before, but most of it probably not, at least not the way that I'm going to present it. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to go through 3 points again, and again, if you want to jot down a note, feel free. And remember, if you have questions at the very end, I'm gonna do Q&A. But if you want to pop it into the stream now, fine. Hopefully, I can find it later, or it's probably better to just wait until the end. When I say Q&A time, pop your question in there. I can read it, and then I'll answer it. It could be about what we talk about here, or it can be about anything else. Okay. Let's see. Make sure my beard is looking good. All right. Cool. So anyway, fitness and weight loss. My first point of three. Okay. You absolutely have to do strength training. Okay. And I'm sure you've heard that you must strength train, you must lift weights and things before. But there's a couple of reasons why. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into those real quick. You have to do strength training if you want to lose weight. Why? Well, strength training does something very well for your body. It helps build muscle. Okay. Yeah, still more generic right now. I know you've heard this stuff before, but let's break it down and get to the science of it here a little bit. So, the reason why you want to build muscle and how that helps you lose weight is because the one cool thing about muscle with regards to weight loss is that it is designed to do one thing. All right. Muscle's main function is to move. Okay. So, every time you're moving, any type of movement you do, hey, it takes energy to move, and your muscle is designed to move. So the more of that you have on your body, the more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you can burn at rest. Okay. And if you think about this term, if you've seen a movie or a TV show, or and they're talking about someone who maybe have died, and they say, oh, they're in this rigor mortis, right? You've heard that term before, where the body's stiff, and basically what happens is that kind of happens because your body can't use any more energy to keep your muscles relaxed. Do you realize your body actually uses energy just to keep your muscles relaxed because they're dying to move? They're dying to move. Okay, so the more calories you burn at rest, the more calories you're going to burn throughout the day. So if you compare two people, let's say one person has a healthy body fat, so they have a good fat to muscle ratio, and the other person maybe doesn't have a good body fat, so they have more fat than they need compared to their muscle. If they lived the same life and did the same task each and every day, they had the same job and they had the same lifestyle, the same house, and everything was the same, the person with the healthy body fat is going to still burn more calories every day. The person with more muscle on their body is going to still burn more calories every day. So at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, they're going to burn more calories and they're going to control their weight better than that person with high body fat. So again, you have to lift weights, you have to strength train in order to add muscle to your body. And that is because you need to make sure that you have muscle on your body in order to burn more calories at rest. Okay, so again, that's point number one. Again, we're going to review these real quick at the end. Point number two, all right, diversity. All right, so you must have diversity with regards to your program. Okay, so what do I mean when I say diversity? Okay, so diversity basically means that you're not doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so you'll want to make sure that you're mixing it up and doing different things here and there. Okay, so think about pro athletes. Okay, and I know the Olympics just ended, so some of y'all may have been watching the pro athletes do their thing, right? You got the gymnastics and the track and the swimmers and the bikers and the marathoners and all these different sports, even that rhythmic gymnastics thing. All right, so you got all these different sports, and you see that a lot of times these athletes look like they're not trying very hard. It almost looks effortless, right? And that's because they've been doing that routine, those movements so often that they're not even thinking about it. Their body doesn't even have to try. It's just kind of like routine. There's no effort. It's effortless, like I said before. That's because they've done it so often. All right. So that's good if you're a professional athlete and you need to perform. But if you're saying, hey, my goal is to lose weight, I need to get this weight down, I need to control my weight, I want to improve the way my body looks and feels, but what you want to do is have diversity. So you're going to want to mix things up. As your body gets adjusted to things, because your body's very, very good at staying in balance. It wants to stay in balance. So as your body gets used to doing the same things over and over again, you're going to continue to use less and less and less and less energy, which means you're burning fewer calories with those exercises and those workouts. So if you're mixing it up and challenging your body, doing different things that it's not used to, you're going to shock your body. You're going to make it do things that it's not used to, and it's going to require more energy, more effort, more concentration, both mentally and physically. Therefore, you'll burn more calories, use more energy, and help facilitate that weight loss. Generally, with my own routines for myself, I generally try to change mine up about every 2 to 3 weeks. With the clients that I work with, I generally change theirs up every 3 to 4 weeks. And again, that's just to keep diversity, okay? And finally, point number 3, we're about to wrap this thing up. We're almost done, all right? Point number 3, with fitness and weight loss, flexibility, okay? Flexibility. So you might be wondering, well, why are you talking about flexibility with weight loss? I can stretch all day. That's not going to help me lose weight. Well, not directly, no. Okay, so flexibility is not going to directly be related to weight loss, but it is indirectly related to weight loss, okay? And here's how. And before I tell you how, I ask y'all a quick, think about this question real quick. Have you ever been on a roll with your workout plan, your routines, and all of a sudden you get injured? And you're like, man, I've lost, I lost 10 pounds and I'm feeling good. I'm looking good and all this good stuff. And all of a sudden you get hurt. Now you can't exercise, you can't work out, you can't do anything. And it's been a week, it's been 2 weeks, it's been a month. And all of that success that you've had now is gone, right? So you can't do anything if you're injured, right? So this is why flexibility is super important, especially with pro athletes too. They have to stay on the field, they have to stay on the court as well. So flexibility is super important so that they're able to perform. So it's the same with somebody who's trying to lose weight, right? So flexibility is going to be one of the biggest contributors to keeping your body or preventing injury. Okay, keeping your body healthy and preventing injury. So if you're able to continue the routines and the movements and the exercises that you're doing and you're not injured, you can stay consistent. Okay, and I know at some point, one of my workout Wednesdays will be on consistency, but consistency is one of the things that I always coach my clients to understand that is the most important thing, consistency. You cannot be successful at anything, especially controlling your weight, without being consistent. All right, so finishing up on flexibility, if your muscles and your joints and your ligaments are a little bit more, what do they say, bendy, a little bit more pliable, a little bit more flexible, it's less likely that they will suffer an injury, and that way you'll be able to continue on your fitness program and there won't be any bumps in the road. Okay, woo! So look, that is all 3 points. Okay, so let's do a quick review. And again, after we do a quick review, if there's questions, pop them into the stream, and I'll answer them. It can be about this topic, or it can be about anything related to health and fitness, something that you may have been wondering. So if there's a question, pop it in here in just a second. But here's a quick review on the 3 topics that we talked about today here with fitness and weight loss. Number 1, you must do strength training. Remember, we talked about the fact that strength training helps add muscle to your body. And muscle burns more calories at rest. So the more muscle you have on your body, the more likely you are going to be able to control your weight and keep it where you want it to be. Okay. Point number 2, we said to make sure that we diversify our routines. We made that comparison between pro athletes and us regular folk. And remember, pro athletes make things look effortless. That's because they're doing the same things over and over and over again. But you don't necessarily want to be in that position. You want to mix things up from time to time so that you're continuing to challenge your body to keep that calorie burn high and to keep the exercises strenuous. Okay. And then point number 3, we just talked about it a second ago. We said flexibility is ultra important. Flexibility in order to help prevent injury, and therefore you won't get injured. You're able to continue your exercise routines, keep your consistency high, which is super important when it comes to losing weight and controlling your weight. Okay, so that's all 3 points. All right, so at this point, hey, if you got a question about anything, pop it into the feed over on Facebook, over on IG, over on YouTube. Pop your question into the comment feed, and I'll hang out for a couple of minutes here. If any questions pop up, we'll answer them. Remember, it can be about this topic, or it could be about anything. Okay, well, not anything. Anything related to health and fitness. Okay. Let's see here. Still messing with my camera over there. Here we go. Oh, question. There we go. Let's see. What does that say? Why is it important to stay diverse? Don't you want to get good at the routines you do? Okay, yeah. So that's a good question. Like, why is diversity important? Don't you want to get good at the stuff you're doing? Yes, absolutely. You do want to build a certain type of muscle memory with the movements and the exercises that you're doing. Absolutely. So, for example, yes, if you're doing a bench press or a squat, you want to get good at those squats. That means every single time you're doing those squats, you want to be excellent at them. If you're doing sit-ups, crunches, lunges, whatever those exercises are, yes, you want to be excellent at those exercises so that you're not thinking about them so hard. But what I am saying is, instead of just doing the regular lunge, sometimes you're going to want to mix in maybe a bicep curl with that lunge. Sometimes instead of just doing a regular squat, you're going to want to add a squat hop to it, changing it up. So yes, the foundational exercises, the push-ups, the squats, the lunges, the curls, all those different things, yes, you do want repetition and you do want muscle memory, so you're not thinking about it, but you want to add to those exercises. You want to do different things, change those routines up, and build those foundation exercises into different programs. So yeah, good question. Another one, not related to our topic, which is excellent. See, besides water or a protein shake, what else is good to help with preventing from snacking? Ooh, that's a good one. All right. Water is a great one. So don't say besides water. Like, water is a great one. All right. It helps keep your stomach full, and it helps you eat less. So definitely always do water. Protein shake, not so important. I mean, honestly, there's protein in every single plant food that you could possibly eat. There's protein in it. Protein shakes are definitely overrated. So if I were you, I wouldn't even fool with protein shakes. I would stay on the water. Other good tips for avoiding snacking would be eating. Let's see, what could some of the things, like if you're a celery eater, that's a tough one. The thing about celery and foods like that is they're low in calories, but they make you feel full. Okay, so things like apples, celery, carrots, those are just a few off the top of my head. So foods that would be low in calories but help you feel full. So those will be some other things to add into your daily routine. I also like to snack on things like nuts. And I know sometimes nuts get a bad rap because they're like, oh, aren't nuts full of fat and high in fat? Absolutely, they are. But all that fat is the good fat. It's not the kind that's going to make you fat. Okay. So I would say things like things rich in fiber, celery, apples, carrots, things like that help you feel full. And yes, plenty of water. Don't give up the water. Drink as much water as you need. Cool. I don't see any more for now. If you watch this video later and you have a question, you can drop it in the comment. I'll check it out and answer it whenever I see it. So I will be back on Wednesday again. We'll be covering another topic. I don't know what it is. Y'all are welcome to shoot me ideas. If there's something you're curious about related to your fitness and your health and you want me to talk about, you are absolutely well. Oh, another question right when I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Man, I didn't even know you was on here. What up, Pete? What time do you feel is the best to have your last meal of the day, assuming you go to sleep around 11 p.m.? Was that West Coast time? That's like 1 a.m. over here. That's late, man. You gotta go to bed early. Best time, let's see, feels best to have your last meal. Honestly, I think that one is also something that gets overblown a little bit. People are like, oh, don't eat before bed. And honestly, I used to say that too. Like, oh, don't want to eat. It's all about what you're eating. So I wouldn't worry about the time. I would be more concerned about what am I eating, right before bed. Yes, it is true. Right before you go to bed, you do not want to be eating things full of sugar. You do not want to be eating things full of bad fats and buttery foods and things. You don't want to eat that right before bed. But if you had an apple and right before bed and went to sleep, no problem. I mean, if you had a handful of nuts, ate those right before bed, no problem. So I don't know if I would necessarily say worry about what am I or what time. I would be focused on what is it that I'm eating. That's going to be way more important because if you get hungry at the end of the night, eat, but you have to make the right choice. Okay, more than anything. But if you're super serious on the time and that's something that you really want to know about, I would say give yourself an hour. Give yourself an hour. You go to bed at 11. Do anything after 10. That gives yourself an hour. Give yourself an hour to burn that stuff off, and then go to sleep. But I think focusing on what you're eating is a little bit more important. But good question. Okay, I'm gonna wrap. 19 minutes and 33 seconds at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. Again, I'll be back Wednesday. If you have topics you want to talk about, send them to me. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Until then, take care. Be healthy. Be fit. This is Charles Austin saying peace. See y'all next time. Bye bye. Oh, I got to log off, huh?